All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Board of Public Works meeting. It is Wednesday, January 29th, 2025 at 5:15, and we're in City Hall Council Chambers. Next item on the agenda is consider approving the minutes from the previous meeting, which was meetings from October and November of 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the October and November meetings.
It doesn't matter. You can just second.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the October and November 2024 meetings. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have water and sewer agenda items. Discuss and approve water and sewer vouchers.
I'll make a motion to approve the water and sewer vouchers.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second to approve the water and sewer vouchers. Any discussion? Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have water and sewer operation monthly report, utility superintendent Steinhagel. Gabe?
We started working on our annual PSC reports for the auditors. So we're just getting all the numbers together and everything. I think they're coming in tomorrow. Yep, for the first time. So get that to them, and we're also changing on our large meters and testing the backflow devices throughout the city. We took that over last year to save the other departments money by us doing it with our certifications. Now we have 4 water mains. We did one earlier today, and we're working on one tonight by the high school break. Then we've had a couple service leaks. Most of them have been all on the private side, so they had their plumbers. With the cold weather, we're getting a lot of calls. Most of the no water calls is freezing in their basements. But we have been keeping an eye on the frost depth, so we're down between 3 and 4 feet now on the roads. So we'll continue that, and hopefully it'll start warming up here. And then we've had 2 breaks in the non-potable system at the wastewater plant. We're kind of looking at working on it anyways this coming summer for a maintenance project, so we're gonna turn that off now, and we'll look at it here in the next week or 2 and see what we need to do to repair it. If there's any questions?
What's the non-potable water system?
They use that for cleaning the clarifiers, or it's just pretty much ran inside the plant, so they're not using all the city water. It's just
Okay,
efficient way of cleaning everything.
thank you.
Or for the main breaks and stuff, is that, like, for the repairs, is that factored into the budget, or is that, how is that taken care of?
We don't really factor. We kind of average everywhere between 4 to 7, 4 to 8,
Okay.
and that's just how we go off with the.
In the maintenance budget.
I was just wondering
in
if
the
there,
maintenance
I'm assuming
budget.
it's just covered under the budget, like there's no insurance or anything for it or whatever? that-
No,
yeah.
no.
Any other?
That's all I had.
All right, we'll move on to street department agenda items. We have discuss and approve the street department vouchers. Any discussion?
I'll make a motion to approve the vouchers.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the vouchers. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have general agenda items for consideration. We have discuss and consider the contract regarding the hanging banners on the street poles. Rod?
We signed a contract back in 2021, and it was supposed to be for a 3-year agreement. And it started in 2022, and there was a year that was skipped. I don't know if it was from the COVID. Anyway, right now we're contracted through May of 2025, but they have to remain hanging till May of 2026. So I know we had talked about possibly discontinuing it this year, but we do have one more year. They will be contacting businesses for renewals, new banners, And we will revisit this sometime late next year, early next year to see if we want, or late this year, early next year to see if we want to continue with this company. But there have been certain issues that we'll address again at that meeting. But we wanted to make clear that they do have one more year of their contract. Any questions?
So do we just buy more every year, or do they go?
We don't
Bad,
buy
or-
we don't buy them. The company goes out and markets and sells them to the businesses to put up. You see the sponsorships. on
Okay,
the-
yeah.
And it's getting to be less and less each year that they'll put up. They do take them down, otherwise why would you buy a new one, right? So that's kind of their way of refreshing the banners, and it's a moneymaker for them. They do, if you look on our website, there's, I think, 3 videos that they supplied for the city as far as tourism and about Merrill. Those are the short videos that are on there.
Okay.
CGI did those. That was part of the contract where they did it for free. So we are getting something out of them hanging banners on our poles. But even some of their marketing and sales techniques, we've had some complaints about calling businesses and not threatening, but just being very persistent when the companies say no. And I guess that's part of a good marketing strategy, but it rubs people the wrong way.
Yeah, okay.
I'm assuming after this year's contract, after it's done and stuff, we look at potentially maybe doing it ourselves or just at a different company, or what's the thoughts?
Yeah, either looking through our marketing.
Sure,
No, we didn't have the marketing committee when that was kind of
set up, sure.
set up, so, see if people want to do it. To me, it's costly when I looked at the program. I know several businesses contacted me and said that they felt it was costly. But
So we don't pay for this?
we don't, no, each business gets charged by how many they purchase, like, I think Weinbrenner purchased 5, so they get us a package of 5, or, I think I have an email, I can send it out if everybody wants to
Yeah.
review it. So,
There are some other options, and different cities have done, recognizing veterans, putting their pictures on, and some businesses buy that stuff, or even if your kid's graduating, I've seen smaller communities that have their picture and still our logo and some other stuff on it, but I think there's other options out there that we should probably explore. We've been doing this for, I think it's probably going on 5 years
mhm.
before this last 3 years, so.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
They're not the only game out there.
So we just kind of wanted to bring you up to speed on where we're at with that. So. Next item is review the Public Works Improvement Policy.
In our ordinance right now, we state that any proposed or petitioned public improvements should be turned in by I want to say it's the 8th, or the August 1st. And I think when Kathy was here, that's what the email in the packet refers to, that we'd like to move it up to June 1st. It would help us prepare items for the budget, give us a little bit more time to work on stuff. And that would be just an ordinance change that we would bring to the council.
We'll be looking for a motion to change the ordinance from August 1st to July 1st.
Correct.
June.
June 1st. I'll make a motion to forward to the council a change to the ordinance for the Public Works Improvement Policy to change from August 1st to June 1st.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second to make the change in the Public Works Improvement Policy. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. That'll go to council. Next, we move on to monthly reports, and we have the Building Inspector, Zoning Administrator Poggle first.
Does anyone have any questions?
I do not.
City Administrator, Public Works Director, City Engineer Icky.
Any questions on my report?
No.
The one we've all been waiting for, Street Department.
Surprise you. Any questions?
No, yours are really detailed. It's nice to know what's going on.
Street and Weed Commissioner, Liberty.
Questions in my long report, that number is wrong, we're up over 100 letters now. So when I put the report in, there was just a few, now we're over 100.
Is that, I know when we talked the other day, you said it was, you'd only seen a portion or whatever and stuff, you've inspected mostly the whole city now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Entertain a motion to place the reports on file.
I'll make a motion to place the reports on file.
Second?
I have a motion and a second to place the reports on file. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we got date and time of the next meeting, which would be Wednesday, February 26th at 5:15. Does that work?
I believe so, yeah.
Should. Public comment period. Public comment? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make
So-
a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you.